friends, it's Vanessa. So, I've been a little bit down in the dumps today. I'm having a rough day. It's been a little bit stressful, and I'm not going to get into it. Todd and I are dealing with some stuff that's kind of out of our control, and we're trying to navigate through it, and it's kind of taken a toll on me because I tend to stress about things more than maybe they need to be. I don't know, but I definitely noticed that I was stressing about it a little bit more yesterday and the day before when I was catching myself picking my face. So I did put a post earlier today and it talked about that, but I used to pick my face a lot, and my esthetician was always shocked that I didn't create scarring from it because I really, really used to pick bad. And it was always related to stress and anxiety. And it took me a long time to figure out why I was doing it. But the bottom line was, when I was doing it, I would be focused in on a magnifying mirror, and I would zoom in and just start going at it on the tiniest little nothings. But it would actually calm me because I was so focused on doing that or picking that thing, and I would use tweezers, and it was crazy. But while I was doing it, it took my mind off whatever I was stressing about. And stress doesn't have to be something bad. I mean, it happened when we were planning our wedding. It happened when we were building a house. It happened when we were moving. So those were actually good things in my life, but it was still stressful because it was a lot of things that I was trying to juggle. This stress that I've been going through now for a little while, and there's a few things kind of compounding, but it will work itself out. It will figure itself out, but not without me doing some things to put that emotion. And that's one of the things that my husband and I differ on. You know, he's kind of like, oh, it'll be fine, it'll all work out. But what he doesn't realize is the things that I'm doing in the background to make it work out. And I probably do more than I need to, and I probably stress about it more than I need to, and I probably overthink it. But it's still not something that you can just ignore and it'll go away. I actually have to put things into motion. So, with all of that, it is nearing the end of the day. It is late afternoon here, and I'm just now putting some makeup on because I decided that I'm having such a shitty day, and makeup always makes me feel a little bit better. And if I cover these things that I've been picking at, and if I have makeup on, I tend not to pick as much. But I know I'm stressed because I haven't picked in a long time. So I'm just going to work out of my little compact here. I'm joking when I say little. It's kind of big. This is actually the 27, and it has 3 layers. And I've got all of my stuff that I possibly could need. I like choices. I'm going to start with my contour. And I'm just using the detail brush. And I'm tapping in here. And I'm just going to tap a little bit right in this area, like right on my cheekbone, not really where it dips in, but right above it. And I'm also going to put some across my forehead and along my jaw. And I've been trying really hard to make sure that I don't look up too far because I want to just get it right there to create like a shadow. And I'll just blend that too there. I will also use the side of this brush to contour my nose, even though I may have to do some weird spot cover because I'm going to go right over that one thing that I picked. I don't even know what it wasn't like a pimple. I think I just scratched my nose and then I don't know what I did. But anyway, let's just do this. I'm going to use a small side of this, and I'm going to use a brightening highlight, which is going to be my lightest one, and I'm just going to go like this. And I think today I'm just going to kind of draw the lines and dots, and then I'll blend it at the end because I kind of do my makeup a little bit different each time, and that's okay. It works out perfectly. Oh, I forgot to put a little bit of highlight right there. And then I'm going to take my main color, which is right here, and I'm just going to slap that on in between everything. I want to give you a couple of tips. I see that people joined, but I can't. Let me see if I can take away my comments and put them back, because sometimes I don't see your comments, which is weird, until after I get off of the video. But I don't know, maybe if I post something it'll kick it out. I don't know what's happening, but I see you there, but I can't, if you made a comment, I can't see it. So sorry about that. Okay, 2 tips with this makeup. It's like my 2 biggest rules. You're probably sick of me hearing it, or sick of me saying it. A little bit goes a long way, and you can't screw up. Okay, that's it. That's my spiel. I'm going to use my blush and bronzer brush. I'm going to use the smaller side, and I'm going to blend all of my light colors first. And this is like the instant, I mean, it's so cool because it just instantly looks like I put a filter on. And it just smooths everything, and I feel better, and I'm happier. And it's so silly how a little bit of makeup can actually really improve my mood. And I've been thinking on this a lot lately, like, what is my why? That's kind of something in social selling and entrepreneurship that gets talked about a lot. Like, why do you do this? What is your why? You have to have a why. And I realized today when I was talking about my picking and I started writing about it, when I started with this makeup, I didn't really have wonderful self-esteem, and I didn't really know what my why. My why was that I wanted some nice makeup that didn't take me as long. I think I need to blow my nose. Sorry. So anyway, hold on, don't leave. I'm still here. I think that my why was I just wanted some nice makeup. And then my why changed, and it was like, hey, I want to show other people this nice makeup. And I would also like to pay my salon rent. And then my next why was, hey, I want to share this makeup with people. I want to help them be able to pay their rent or buy Starbucks every day. I don't drink Starbucks, by the way, but that's something that people always say. Go to Target whenever they want, or just pay for their kids' like extracurricular sports activities and things like that. And then my why more recently has become, well, wait, then it was, could I do this, just do this, and work when I want to work, and not do hair anymore? Because I was a cosmetologist for 32 years and I loved it. I loved it. So it was really kind of weird for me to leave it, honestly. But I did that a year ago, and I've been doing this exclusively. This is bronzer, by the way. And then my next why is that I would like to be able to help more people, and also help my husband retire, because he is just not loving his job. And he does a woodworking thing on the side, so he makes like custom woodwork stuff for people, and he really enjoys that and he really loves that. And I think if he could just do that, it would be really cool, because he would be happy, he'd be doing something that he loves, and also be able to make an income. So I would like to be able to supplement a little bit more. But my why, it's kind of weird, because I really was just thinking back on how Saint has changed me, and I forget what I was like before I found this makeup sometimes, until I start picking like that and having a lot of stress and not knowing how to cope with it, because I haven't picked like that in over 4 years. And because Saint gave me another outlet, and my outlet was putting makeup on, teaching people how to do makeup and helping them get better at it and feel comfortable with it and not have to spend a lot of time doing it. And then also helping them make money if that's what they wanted to do and share it with their friends. So it's been a really, it didn't happen overnight. I had never done a live video before. I had never posted a picture of myself without makeup on before. I didn't have Instagram. I didn't know what I was doing and I just started doing it. And even though I was in the cosmetology field, so I did have makeup experience, it was different. Well, Saint is just, the makeup in itself is different, but yeah, it was just such a, it's been a really wonderful experience, and I've grown a lot, and I've learned how to channel my negative and my positive energy better and figure out the things that I'm really good at. And I think one of the things I'm really good at is mentoring and hopefully setting an example. I tend to overthink things and do things too much, but I want you to know that you don't have to do as much as I do if you wanted to do this. And I never started this as a business. I didn't even think of it as a job. It was just a hobby and a distraction. And I was already telling a few people that I liked the makeup anyway. So I was like, well, yeah, I actually had a client that convinced me that I needed to sell it because she wanted to buy it from me. And so that's kind of how it all started. And it was just a hobby, and then it became more. And it hasn't been overnight. I've been an artist 5 years, and I worked doing hair, 4 years of that. So yeah, I just kind of fit it in when I needed. Anyway, I'm just rambling, but I want to thank you for listening to me. And I look better. I'm not sure if I feel better yet. I'm really, my anxiety is really high today, but I love that I have this outlet to be able to vent, and hopefully through all that rambling you saw something that I did that you were like, oh, I could do that. That would help, make my life easier, or even just make my makeup application easier. I hope that when you're here and you are looking through my page and you see things, that you feel comfortable enough to ask me questions, because it's one of the cool things about this social media thing. I don't love social media for a lot of reasons, but I love that I can connect with people that are across the world, and we can share interests, and hopefully I can help. I can teach you something or help you work with whatever you've got going on with your makeup. And okay, that's all. I hope you guys have a beautiful day. I do feel a little bit better, and I am going to get something to eat. So thank you.